Hi, I'm Mary Angela Perotti, and this is my Mystic Insights to support empaths, sensitives, and light workers to help you navigate the path ahead. And we're celebrating the full moon in Pisces. So, with this next 2 weeks in September, we have a few changes we want to really enhance and the opportunities that are here to amplify these really pivotal moments in time right now. So this full moon in Pisces is going to help us to really tap into our sensitivity. And I invite you to focus on the parts of you that is overly sensitive or overly empathic. As an empath myself, I have, as a water sign as well, and anybody that's a water sign, our intuition will be much more enhanced with this Pisces moon, but we can have a tendency to leak. And as empaths, we'll merge and become connected to too many other people, which will influence our thinking. It will contaminate our thinking, and often we'll think things that aren't really congruent or in alignment with what we're meant to be doing, our destiny. So the Pisces can bring us up and out too much into our head and fantasizing about a future possibility. And as we know, any opportunity, any growth, any vision to the future can be considered a shiny object as escaping into something better or happier. But unless we're willing to put in the commitment steps, the real steps to create that future, then it just remains a fantasy. Now, with any path that we walk, it's like walking up the mountain. We haven't walked that path before. We can't just assume that path will be easy. Mostly our path is through its challenges, and because of these challenges, they are there to help us expand and release the next layer so we can tap into our next opportunity and our greatest gifts. So let's start by focusing on releasing this pattern of expecting an easy path. It is ungrounded thinking. If we want to just imagine getting to the destination, I'd love to do that myself, but it's not real. As we take the next step, new opportunities open up. As the next step is taken, then a new set of opportunities come up. So we are growing with each step. So I want you to notice that part of you that wants to escape into a fantasy or a future happy place without actually taking those committed steps. That way we can move through the shadow of the Pisces moon so that we're connecting to our realistic emotions, our capacity to being sensitive and really connecting to all of our gifts of feeling, seeing, hearing, and knowing, but also being really clear on what it is that we're meant to be doing. Because often as we connect to too many people, our beliefs will become contaminated as well. We've got our own things we're sorting out as well, but if we're connected to too many people, we will absorb their beliefs, their doubts, their insecurities, their blocks, and then we are contaminated. So let's just take a breath, connect to the divine and the earth, and breathe out the next layer that's holding us back because we've absorbed other people's emotions. We've absorbed their beliefs. We've absorbed their blocks. And over the next 2 weeks, I want you to focus on that, releasing what isn't yours that you've taken on from others, so that you're actually getting better in congruency with your alignment, what you are here to be doing. The next pivotal time in the next 2 weeks is the 19th of September when Saturn goes forward. We've been constrained and restricted with Saturn. It's about those restrictions and structure that we had to keep focusing on, to revisit plans, to rework some old writing or projects. And then from the 19th, we get to expand again because we've done all the hard work to revisit those parts of ourselves. And so feel that expansion and really work on the restrictions aren't in the way, because again, we can get tapped into, I'm always blocked. This is my story. I can't move forward because of blah, blah, blah in the past. So often that will be stored in the solar plexus chakra above your navel, this pattern of believing you've always had suffering, you've always had blocks. Again, it's another belief that's holding you back. So breathing in both directions, focusing on that solar plexus, and breathe out the next layer that's blocking you from moving ahead with your projects, moving ahead with your dreams, breaking it down to those small steps so that you can start to be more inspired in the momentum, in this expansion, because the gates will be opened for us to actually follow through. And the last really important part is the equinox. So that's around the 22nd, 23rd, and it's in Libra. So it's all about the rebirth into the Libran cycle for the next 30 days from that point. It's about the light, the daytime and the nighttime being of equal length. And so we're finding the balance between our masculine and feminine. We're finding where we can start embodying the energy of actually following through and being that frequency, being who we want to be, seeing the results of what we want to create. So think about not just walking by yourself, but this is you actually committing to what you want to create for the next few months. And you are here as a product of your ancestors. You are walking the path your ancestors wanted to walk. They have led the way up until now. And so you are the legacy. And in being that legacy, we're walking the path to make the lives of our children easier. And so as you embody this energy of the balance of the right and the left, the right is the right is the masculine, the left is the feminine, and we're weaving the balance between the two. So we're becoming more in that unity space. We're bridging the balance between taking action and being sensitive. We're bridging and unifying that aspect of being decisive and really trusting that life is here to support us. So as we weave in the balance between both sides of the body, we're activating the ancestors on the right side, the male lineage of being more resilient and courageous, and we're coming in from the left, the feminine part, all those grandmothers coming in to support us to create that flow and receptivity. So this unity time of the equinox is helping us to really find the balance and that pivotal point in the center that we carry that frequency, so that we're starting to really embody what we are here to do. So these next 2 weeks really are about the breakthrough from being in alignment and really following through with those steps to make our dreams a reality. So it's an exciting next 2 weeks. And then right at the end, we have the next new moon, which I'll speak about in my next video. But feel the integrity. What do you want to create? Bring in the ancestral wisdom, the resilience, the knowledge, the guidance that they've supported with you. They have always been with you. I want you to start remembering that we do not walk alone. They are in ourselves. We are infused with their DNA. And so as we do that, feel that capacity within you, really start igniting that energy of the strengths of both the masculine and the feminine lineage that you are carrying. And with each step, you are creating the new legacy. You are walking the path of the ancestors. They are walking with you. So feel more of that sense of, I'm committed, I'm not alone, I've got my tribe behind me, walking with me to support each step. So if that has resonated with you, or if you want some support with either leaking too much into the future or not creating this unity of both masculine and feminine coming through, or feeling just this Saturn energy really holding you back around rules and restrictions, I'd love for you to reach out and connect so I can support you with this next cycle. Lots of love. It's an exciting couple of weeks. Big love.